Hello, hello. Do we have any friends out there? Hi, this is Lindsay for So Fontsy. I know I'm a day late with this live. It's been a little crazy out there for me this week. So I'm glad that I'm here today sharing with you another fun project using a design from one of our fabulous curated bundles. This one is the Gnome SVG bundle. And I think we're live. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep on going. And you might be able to hear that I have my Cameo already running, and that's because we are doing a really fun sketch design with multiple colors, so it's a little more detailed, but so I wanted to get a head start on it and show you what the final project is going to look like. Let me just go ahead and refresh my screen. I want to make sure that we are live. All right, I think we are. If you can hear me, then please go ahead and say hi. I want to make sure this is all set up correctly. But I will go ahead and just get started with our fun project. So we'll actually head on over to the computer first because I want to show you how I set this up. And I know some of you might think, hey, this is way too, detailed than I would ever want to go. Well, maybe so, but I also know there's some crafters out there who love those little details and, really getting into a project and making it their own. Plus, this is mandala, and usually mandalas are like, for those people who really love those little like nitpicky details. So, but I'll also show you something you can do to kind of speed this up, but still make a really cool design. So let's go over to our screen display here, and I will show you what I'm working with. So actually, all right, so this is one of the gnome mandalas from our Gnome SVG bundle. You could do this with any mandala SVG. Just these ones from the gnome bundle are so stinking cute. And so instead of like cutting it out like this, I thought it'd be fun to sketch it because I love sketching with my Cameo, and I love using gel pens to do that. So what I've done is I've turned this is how the SVG opens in Silhouette Studio, and I've turned it into a design that looks like this. So now we've got these different colors, and I can basically go ahead and sketch different areas of it in different colors. So I'll show you how to do that, but let's go ahead and just start sketching again. So let's go back to the send panel, and I am sketching by line. So this allows me to select just the red lines here, and then I can go into my Cameo. So let's actually go ahead and change that. Okay, so we're gonna flip this down here. My desk is a mess. I'm just warning you. Oh, you can see my coffee. It's been one of those weeks, I tell you. Okay, so what we're doing is I love sketching on black cardstock with these Gelly Roll Moonlight pens. So they come in different colors, but they're called Moonlight, and they show up on dark cardstock just like this. So that is what I'm doing. You could always use white cardstock as well. I told you my desk is a mess, but so what I'm using is the Cameo 4 and the sketch pen holder. So you can use any kind of pen like this. So I've already done a couple of colors. I think the next color I'm going to use is this pink. And with the sketch pen holder, you get the holder itself, which is this, and it comes with this little cap. So you want to hang on to this because you definitely need it. Plus it comes with 3 different sizes of these. They're called colettes, and they're just for different sizes of pens. So for Gelly Roll pens, I use the white one, which is the medium size. And to get these to fit perfectly in here, just slide on the collet and then push the pen all the way down into the pen holder so that it stops. You know, you can keep your finger on the cap and then push that collet and the pen all the way down and then twist it in until it stops. There we go. And then you take the cap off and then it is perfectly, the pen tip is perfectly exposed for your project. So then you can just stick that back in there. Screen display. Go back to your Cameo. I have set this up for sketching. I actually like to reduce the speed a little bit because it just keeps the pen in contact with the paper a little bit longer, which for like these Gelly Roll pens is really important. Another thing that I suggest doing is moving the rollers out of the way, especially with the Gelly Roll pen, because you just reduce the likelihood that the roller would roll over it and then accidentally smear it. So oh, good. I'm so glad. We have some friends here. Hi, Keisha. Hi, Monet. Or is it Monet Joe? Sabrina, Lori, Corey, Deborah, Keisha. Weeding is life. Yes. For those of you who love weeding mandalas, then please, yeah, definitely show us your weeded mandalas because we love looking at those. And then for those of you who don't like weeding mandalas, you can do these sketched ones. So actually, let's go back to Silhouette Studio and I'll show you how I did this. Okay, so back on the screen display. So I opened up the design and it looks like this. And basically what I'm going to do is select it and I need to release the compound path. And this is a detailed design, so it might take a little second or two. Let's give everything a black, see the shapes are still outlined. Let's give all the shapes a black outline and a white fill color. All right, so now, I have access to all these little tiny shapes in here. And now what would be really cool is you could, you know, just sketch all these with a white Gelly Roll pen, which I think would look cool too. So if you want to do that. Otherwise, if you want to change all the colors, all you do is just click on them and hold shift. And then, yes, I went through and I changed all the colors for these. I know there are some of you who are like, this is crazy. What is she doing? But I did. I went through and I just kind of randomly selected different shapes and made them different colors. You know, so it took me, you know, some amount of time to do that. And then, you know, I can click other shapes and oops, don't want it to move. There we go. And then I would make it a different color. And I kept doing that until I got this. And you can choose as many different colors as you want, but the reason I did it like this is so that when I go into the send panel, under the line tab, I then have access to these different colors. So I can sketch the yellow lines in a different color, then I sketch the purple ones. So let's go back to the webcam, and it's a little bit fainter than I would have liked, and I think maybe the sketching just came out a little bit lighter. So I think what I would do for something like this is actually go over it again. So we might do that. Otherwise, the Gelly Roll pen, it's always a good idea to make sure that it is flowing. And then sometimes if you have one that's a little bit thicker of a point, that can help too. These are a 0.6, and I think they're all 0.6 size. So I'm gonna actually do this again. And then if you have questions, I'm gonna go back into comments and so yeah, sometimes with the Gelly Roll pens, you do have to go over it a second time, but like the yellow, that came out really, really, really good. So I think with the pink one, I just need to slow down the speed a little bit. 3 might even still be too fast. Let's do 1 and send that. And as long as I haven't unloaded the machine or the paper, the mat, then I can go over it as many times as I need. And I can already see that that is a little bit better. So I'm gonna go in and check Monette. Oh, well, thank you so much for telling me. I'm glad that I said your name right. Okay, well, thank you for being here. Deborah has a question. I had the pen holder like this for the Cameo 3. Loved it. Still have to purchase one for the Cameo 4. Yes, there is a pen holder for the Cameo 3. And it looks very similar. The only difference is that with the Cameo 4s, they have these sensors on the back. So the sketch pen holder for the Cameo 4 has that sensor, and the Cameo 3 one does not. But if you have both of them, the colettes are the same size. So I probably already mixed up the colettes from the Cameo 3 pen holder and the Cameo 4, but no worries, they're the same size, so you can use them interchangeably. Same with the cap too. Oh yeah, I can already tell that this is coming out a lot darker. Very, very good. So you could also use just a white Gelly Roll pen. That would look really cool. And then another thing I'd like to try are paint pens, because they're essentially just like paint in a pen. So this is a Posca pen. And since the colettes for the pen holder come in different sizes, I probably want to use the large one. I try to keep everything in this little bucket so that I don't lose everything. Yeah, here's the large one. So this actually might be too big. The pen might be too big. But another pen that works really, really well with this sketch pen holder are Sharpies. So Sharpies work really well. And I use the medium with a Sharpie. These are the fine tip. So you get a really, really fine line with them. The regular Sharpies might not show up on dark cardstock like this, but there's these metallic Sharpies that will sometimes show up on, yeah, dark cardstock. And I think with these I might use the large with those. Yeah. Probably use the large one for this. So, yeah, the sketch pen holder gives you that ability to use different kinds of pens with the Cameo 4. Of course, if you do have like the regular sketch pens for the silhouette, you could also sketch them with the silhouette sketch pens. sketch pens, you end up needing the adapter, the blue adapter for the Cameo 4. Take the cap off. And you push it in like that. So, alright, so we're coming up on the end here, I hope, soon. The last thing I want to do is cut this out. Because it's looking pretty cool. So yes, lots of different options you can use. This is the mandala, a gnome mandala from the Gnome SVG bundle. And there's I think a set of 6 of these gnomes, and I know there's another gnome mandala in there as well. But you could use this design with any mandala or this type of... Okay, it says I have 8 minutes left, so I'm just gonna pause it and then I'll have to just finish this another time because this is taking way too long. But that's what I had to do. I had to reduce the speed to 1 so I could get enough contact with the pen for the ink to show up. So go back to the screen display. This is the design. Well, when you first open it, it's gonna look yeah, so there's actually a set of 6 of these gnome mandala Zentangles. And it's gonna look like this, and you could cut it out, you know, with HTV or vinyl, and you could weed all these little parts. So cute. And if you want to sketch it, then you could actually just sketch it just like this too. Oops, not library. You want to go to send, and you could sketch out these lines just like that. Actually, maybe it is done. It said that I had 8 minutes left, but maybe that counter was just not super accurate. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is take out the pen holder, and then I'm gonna put the auto blade in there, which I think is, I have one that is dedicated just for paper. I just write on the back of it, paper. Because just like if you're a sewist, you know, you have your shears for fabric and your shears for cardstock or for paper. And so that's what I do with the blades. Because paper or cardstock is definitely going to dull the blade a lot faster than vinyl would. Okay, so now I'm just going to select the black outline, and every time you change the tool, the action is going to automatically change. So now it senses that the auto blade is in there, so I can go ahead and cut this out. And let's actually increase this speed because we don't want to be here too long, but I really want to see what this turns out like. All right, shouldn't be too long. It says 48 seconds, so. Oh, thanks, Keisha. Such a cute little bundle. It's mighty cute, isn't it? They're so, the gnomes may be small, but they're mighty cute, right? All right, so this is almost. done cutting. I think my cardstock might have shifted a little bit. This mat is very well used and this washi tape is not the best, so that's definitely user error. So we'll see if see how this turns out. This is kind of like a fly by the seat of my pants type of project. But every project is also a learning experience too. So here we go. And yeah, my cardstock must have shifted a little bit, but that's okay. And it didn't cut all the way. Yeah, it kind of cut a little bit. But anyway, I really just wanted you guys to see what you can do with when you sketch a mandala. Instead of cutting it out, you know, like so yeah, it kind of shifted a little bit. I'll have to get a stickier mat, but I think the design turned out super cool. I totally love that. And that was just with these Gelly Roll. They're Moonlight Gelly Roll Moonlight. They show up on the dark cardstock like this. So this is one of the little gnomes from the little gnome SVG bundle. One of the gnome mandalas. So I have all the supplies listed in the description. I'll flip the camera around so I can just, oops, sorry, say goodbye. Ay, ay, ay. I lost the clip that goes with this camera, so I'm kind of just makeshifting it with a different kind of clip, and it doesn't really hold it very well. But anyway, thank you so much for sticking with me with this project. I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm going to do another one so I can snap some pictures and then show you some close-up shots of it. And then, of course, if you end up doing something with the sketch pens or a mandala or the gnome SVG bundle, then we always love to see it. You can post pictures of your projects in our Facebook group or on our Facebook page. So Fontsy Crafty Inspiration. You can also leave reviews for the products that you purchase on the website, and in that review you can also post a little picture of the things that you made, and we will sometimes feature those projects on our Facebook page or on social media, because we're just always so happy to see you know, what people do with all these designs, because you know, as you can see with just one mandala, the different color combinations and different types of projects you can do just are infinite. So anyway, that's all I had for today. I hope you have a great weekend, and then we'll see you next week. So thanks so much, guys. Bye.